Tonight on this special edition of the Fold GODCAST, I want to talk about UFOs in USA. Why DC and why now? That's the question on this Saturday night edition, this special edition of the Fold. And welcome to this special edition of the Fold GODCAST. Come on into the Fold on this Saturday night. I want to talk to you guys about UFOs in the USA. And the question I have is, why USA? Why Capitol Hill? Why the UK? And why now? So in Matthew 24, the first thing that Jesus warned his disciples about was deception. He said, "Take heed that no man deceive you. For many will come in my name saying that I am the Christ and shall deceive many." He didn't talk about anything else first. The first thing he talked about, amazingly, was deception. And are we not seeing deception in these last days that we live in, man? Are we not seeing deception? So why DC? Listen, just months away from another president, an old new president taking over office and being inaugurated. Why DC? Why Capitol Hill? Why now? And why in the USA? I personally believe that USA is Mystery Babylon. I do. That is my personal opinion. I could be wrong about it. Again, I'm not being dogmatic about anything I'm talking about tonight. But why USA? Why DC? Why Capitol Hill? And why now? So I have a theory. What if after the rapture of the church, listen carefully, what if after the rapture of the church, there's a great alien deception? What if aliens actually show up and they give an explanation for what happened to the crazy Christians? It would be easy for the world to believe that if aliens actually showed up and gave an explanation for what happened to us. See, it sounds crazy to us, but if you don't know Jesus Christ, man, you're likely to fall for anything. And that's why we're here today, to give you a biblical perspective on everything you see. So what if these aliens, they come in and they explain away what happened to Christians, right? And you know, someone might say, you know, what about the Antichrist? How does he fit into this the grand scheme of things? Well, what if the Antichrist shows up, let's say 6 months after the rapture, after this alien deception, and the world is in panic? The world is fearful. The Bible talks about a word called phobotron in the original Koine Greek, about men's hearts failing them for fear. And that word in the Greek, Koine Greek, that word fear is phobotron, which literally means monsters. See, remember the Bible was translated and sometimes transliterated, which is not necessarily a good thing, to change the meaning of some words, but it was translated into the English language so we could understand it. So the word fearful sights is phobotron in Koine Greek. So let's get that straight. So what if the monsters, phobotron, that people see in the last days are these aliens? And someone might say, well, what's the difference between aliens and demons? I say none. I say that demons, if they can appear as an angel of light, they can also appear to me, maybe as inanimate objects or either aliens. This is a great deception. I don't believe that there are any aliens anywhere, but I believe if you want to call demons aliens, in a sense they are, because they don't belong here. This is not their rightful home. Sin brought destruction into the world and every evil thing into the world, and that's what the cross is all about tonight. So if the Antichrist comes and explains away what happened to Christians as well, and in some rare turn of events, he overcomes these extraterrestrial beings, and they end up bowing down and worshiping him. Do you understand how the whole world would actually worship the Antichrist if these beings actually worship him? If the beings come and explain away what happened to Christians, and the Antichrist comes and confirms it, and then he deals with this entity, and the world praises the Antichrist for getting rid of these aliens, because after all, Christians are human beings, right? So then do you understand how the Antichrist could be worshipped? But it's a big stage play, man. All this is a stage play. You got two bad guys playing two different parts, but they're both bad. There are demons. These are entities working together to deceive humanity. And again, it's just a scenario, man. So 2 Thessalonians 2:11 through 12 says, for this cause, God shall send them strong delusion, that they might believe the lie. And verse 12 says, that they might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. All sin is unrighteousness. Man, I'm telling y'all, 2025 is going to be a roller coaster. I mean, again, I'm saying, why USA, why now, and why Capitol Hill? Think about it. We're weeks away from installing our next president. And why now? Why now? Will demons come out of hiding in the form of aliens and deceive the masses just after the rapture? Are we being set up for something? Has Hollywood been setting us up for something gradually for decades? This whole alien deception? Check out all the blockbuster movies in Hollywood now. Half of them are about aliens, man. Are you being set up for something? Think about it. I believe that Jesus is at the door. And if you don't know him, I say this all the time, fall on your face and get right with God. He's waiting for you. Thanks for tuning in tonight on this special edition of The Fold, man. Until next time, keep looking up to the Chief Shepherd. Good night.